Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. And we're underway. Well, 2014-15 certainly provided some terrific highlights for Lionel Messi's career showreel. Many claim it's Neymar! It's hit the upright. And needless to say, that deserved better.
That's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the shoulder of the last defender, stay onside.
Well, that is one way to stop him. Gets a good foot in there. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Shapes to shoot! Oh, he has leathered that.
I think it was one of those, Peter, where he's caught it too well. He's not even looking at the keeper, so he knew where everything was.
Tries to pass it through. It's a threatening ball. Well, it's a look of bewilderment. His touch deserted him at the key moment.
Yeah, it all looked so promising until unexpected sloppiness intervened.
Messi aims beyond the defence. Not the most convincing of passes. He has a look out. Been a pretty high-octane start, at least from one side's perspective.
Well, they've made all the inroads and their confidence is taking on a growth spurt.
Well, it's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. And it's Zico. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. That has not gone well. It's gone for a throw-in. Yaya Toure. It's not an especially good... Oh, what a mistake! Neymar! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Neymar actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Looking for the run. Oh, that's a key interception. Messi. And the finish! And he has kept it out somehow.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Poland with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Del Piero gets it clear. It's a really well-measured ball. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. And it's Zico. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Rummenigge was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. He'll try from distance! Ambitious, but just off target.
Actually looks pretty annoyed with himself there. He's usually better than that.
Nil-nil still. No lack of chances, though.
Yeah, the tempo is strong and the game has flair and lots of potential for me.
Now it's Messi. Tries to play it through. He's being urged to shoot. And smartly reclaimed. Veron is always scanning the pitch for targets. He's having a hit! And the keeper's glad to see the back of that.
Rummenigge might just be regretting what was probably the toughest of his options.
Veron. This is a promising build-up. Zambrotta. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Knocks it into space. That's a shade optimistic. And he can clear it away. Brazil have it back and can go again.
He looked rushed. He should have waited for some movement.
That pass is somewhat less than ideal.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Zico. And here comes the corner. Poland have their second corner now. Del Piero plays it short. And now they can spring out of defence. No outsmarting him this time. Spread it left. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Into the final 5 minutes of the first half. And here's Messi. Can he finish? Oh, off the bar! Corner number 3 coming up. Del Piero goes short. Brazil have the chance to go the other way. That's been cut out, well played. Messi. And here's there's the shot! Oh, full marks for that effort.
Oh, it looked like he tried to give it some extra whip.
Foram indicados 2 minutos de acréscimo.
Veron. Neymar. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
And it's Zico. This looks... And Del Piero! Alessandro Del Piero! Another ice-cool goal! And that is all they have time for. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. Brazil go in at half-time with a game to chase.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
Well, that just about sorts out the first 45 minutes, and we'll be back with the second very soon. Back on the way then.
Brazil can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Tries one from range! Now that has posed a few awkward questions.
Yeah, certainly could have been something so much more.
Messi, very much a man of this moment. Maldini. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Great vision. And he's intervened well there. Zico. Messi. Very nicely done. Maldini did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. And this is Del Piero. Oh, well played. He needed to get that right. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Messi. Messi under intense pressure.
Yeah, better communication and lots of contact seems to be the route to quietening him down now.
Can he get on the end of this? He's in plenty of space here. He's found a good chance here. Great leap! No, not the best of headers. Time and again they are repelled. Del Piero will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Nicely weighted ball. Veron. Now it's Messi. And the counter is on. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
We've not seen much from this team as a whole, Peter. OK, that's largely due to the way their opponents have approached it, but they can up their game considerably, and I mean considerably.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Oh, that pass isn't the best. Rafael Varane. And here's Del Piero. Takes a shot. He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. That's put paid to the danger. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Neymar concedes a free kick for that.
Substituição.
So changes afoot here, and from both sides. Brazil do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. Quality ball. That has been cut short.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
Oh, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. Well, that's a booking. Always looked it.
Substituição no time do Brasil.
So a bit of a revolving door here. Lots and lots of changes.
Yeah, they're looking for some imagination, and his job's going to be to add that element of craft and guile, the man pulling the strings.
Threads one in. Brazil will have one further opportunity to make a substitution after this, their latest change. He's going for goal! Oh, and that should have been two.
Oh, what a stunning save. Absolutely tremendous, and he's kept his team in it. Keep calm and
little doubt, that is a foul. And he's going to have his name taken. Not the most accurate pass. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Yaya Toure. The final 5 minutes. Can he get it through? And that pass just didn't quite work. And it's been hooked away. And it's Maldini. And this is Pele. Real chance! Oh, split-second reaction.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it. Well, in my opinion, set pieces are 50-50 moments, and this is a rather big one, and it all depends on the service.
Zico is there to clear. Lam.
Teremos 3 minutos de acréscimo.
Oh, no question, that's a foul. The
Substituição
two coaches
no time
are
do
signalling
Brasil.
changes here, both at the same
Camisa
time.
18 vai ser substituído pelo jogador camisa 8. Substituição em andamento.
And they've got rid. And the number on the board is 3. Tries from distance. And that is the last of the action. Quite a game, and one that was always on a knife edge until the very final whistle. No shortage of endeavour, effort, at times effervescence, but just one goal to show for all of that. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim? Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. Things already rolling. According to what we've been told, this is how it looks. It's a 4-3-3.
Yes, and the importance of this formation is not to allow the midfield three and the attacking three to become too detached from one another. If that happens, then pressure can quickly be applied via the counter-attack, and you can be exposed defensively. So compactness can't be compromised, and you need talkers in this team. You need leaders and people that are willing to organise things very quickly.
Now it's Del Piero.
Frank Rijkaard can really make his presence felt. A superb defender who became an iconic midfield anchorman.
And what's more, a remarkably good strike rate, actually.
Very true. Just another level of his expertise, Peter, but his reading of the game, for me, is masterful.
Howson. O'Reilly. Pretty cagey early on from both sides. And here's Drogba. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested.
He just...
Del Piero! Goal, Brazil! And we have liftoff! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Howson. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. De Paul is always looking to break lines. De Paul.
Firenze always have been a side that are known for pressing, a style that's very high tariff, Peter.
But it can pay off big time, can't it?
Yeah, just about every top side are doing this now.
And here's Barcola. O'Reilly. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Rijkaard. Another pass, just keeps it ticking over. He's in a good position here. Chance, surely! And no, just off target. Kubasi. De Paul. Kubasi. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Ball played for Rijkaard. And it's Xabi Alonso. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. Xabi Alonso. And this is... It's Drogba! Off the bar! It's a carbon copy of the previous miss.
Firenze really can be very happy with the way they're going about things, Peter. They'll want to capitalise on this good spell, though.
Oh, can they get him away? And he's in on... And the shot! And that's a sharp finish. And this is getting better and better. A mere formality, nigh on a certainty. He is truly in the zone.
Well, how cool was that? He was almost teasing the keeper then.
Brazil are doing very nicely, thank you.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
And this is Neymar. Courtois can get it clear. Xabi Alonso. This is a promising build-up. And here's Drogba. O'Reilly. Threads one in. Oh, Red, nice interception. Looking tidy in possession here. Great defending, strong and determined. Spread it left. Brazil looking forward to the break after some very good work in the first 45 minutes. And it's Rodrigo de Paul. O'Reilly. And it's Xabi Alonso. Xabi Alonso. And that has been slung wide. Messi. Barcola. And this is Drogba. Has to go back here. Rijkaard. Oh, cracking ball. Rijkaard! Zanetti clears it away. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Xabi Alonso.
Ci sarà un minuto di recupero.
And here's Madueke. And that is the end of the first half. Reflections on the first half?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
Brazil sitting pretty here. 2 goals putting them into the driving seat. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half. And he welcomes it in. Toure defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man.
I'm not sure the shot was ever on there, really. There were just too many bodies in the way, Peter.
Beckenbauer demonstrating his defensive quality there. Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
Oh, he's brought him down, and it is a penalty. Brazil have themselves a chance from the spot. So this to extend their lead. Calm as you like, and they're running away with it. A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
Played a game of double bluff here, I think.
Brazil find a position of real strength now. Now it's Messi. Neymar in acres of space out wide. Rijkaard. It's Xabi Alonso. And it's Rodrigo de Paul. And here's Madueke. He's found a way past. This looks promising. Well cut out, no margin for error there at all. That's a lovely pass. De Paul ploughing through the middle. Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. That's a shade optimistic. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
L'affluenza di quest'oggi è di 29.514 spettatori.
Passing nice and neat. Rijkaard. Might be danger here.
Hussein really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Gives it back.
Well, to be honest, I think I would have done that too.
And it's Xabi Alonso. Barcola has the space to scheme. It's gone in, and it is an own goal.
Well, that's really unfortunate. He'll be kicking himself at the moment, and believe me, I know how that feels.
Sostituzione di giocatori. Numero 11. Numero 4.
Two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time. So one moment's crazy confusion, but they all count.
Listen, sometimes you need that little bit of luck in games like these.
Big chance! Now that has posed a few awkward questions.
Yeah, I mean, I guess he tried one of his specials.
That's really well manoeuvred. Oh, nice touch. Brazil still have the cards to affect this game. Rijkaard gets over and intercepts. McAllister. Neymar. McAllister. And it's O'Reilly. Kubasi. Distributed tidily. And here's Doué. He is just caressing the ball. While facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Seedorf did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Chance! And he's following up! And no mistake! Doué duly reaps his reward, kept his cool whilst the defence lost their bearings.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place at the right time. We've just seen the perfect example.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
All of a sudden, we have a game here.
Well, they'll just be praying that one more chance falls their way before the whistle goes.
Sostituzione di giocatori. Numero 12.
So we have further
Numero
activity
7.
on the bench here.
Lasciano il campo per il numero 3, il numero 8.
Pass has gone astray. Cleared away.
Brazil clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
And it's O'Reilly. McAllister. It's Bellingham. Passes short and sharp. Brilliantly cut out. That's going to go a long way. And here's Neymar. Neymar will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. David Villa now looking to orchestrate a counter. McAllister looking for the run. 5 minutes left on the clock.
Firenze really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Neymar. It's Neymar! Oh, that's a fair try, but just off target. Lahm is one whose deliveries we all know about. 4 added minutes on the board. Shot a goal! And again! And that's a tidy finish! Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, you might think I'm being a bit harsh, Peter, but I just can't help the feeling that the keeper should have done a better job. Full stop.
David Villa! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. He knows it's taken a big and very kind deflection, but he is claiming it nonetheless. And there goes the final whistle. Brazil can look back on a nigh-on perfect performance here. A super contest in which... Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. We're up and running then. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Yeah, Marcelo. He's pretty much a defender in name alone, to be honest, because his biggest contributions always seem to come at the other end of the pitch. He's great at controlling the ball when under pressure and seems to have a great knack for finding that half a yard to dig out a cross. He's got a decent shot too, so his teammates will be looking to bring him into play at every opportunity, I would think.
I wonder whether that has anything to do with you being a defender once upon a time, Jim. And it's Davids. Not the most accurate pass. Petit. Cruyff. He's having a shot! Showing good feet. Neymar, and that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And that could set him on his way. Oh, he's having a go! It's hit the crossbar! Battling for the right to play in the early stages. Davids, it's a pretty loose pass. And here's Neymar.
Such good technique.
He saw the danger and he went crashing in. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. So we're still where we started right now. And it's Marcelo. Knocks it out wide. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Albert Ferrer. Albert Ferrer venturing down the left. Iniesta will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Over to the right flank.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Ooh, perfectly measured that. Brilliantly cut out. Iniesta. Threads one in. Great chance! It is a fantastic goal! About as smooth as it gets. And we have liftoff! What a delicious goal, stroked in like a maestro.
It's almost poetry in motion, Peter, isn't it? The way he wraps his foot round the ball so effortlessly. Amazing.
You felt it was coming, 1-0.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now.
And here's Del Piero. Knocks it into space. Lahm, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. Iniesta. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Toure did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Petit. 1-0 here just before the break, and it looks as though it's going to stay that way for now. Steaming on goalwards. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And it's Cruyff. Looking for the run. Iniesta. He is just caressing the ball. That's good defending, very good defending. Now it's Messi. Now that pass isn't the best. Cruyff. Marcelo has the space to scheme. Cruyff. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. And he's going to have his name taken.
Disappointing, very disappointing. He knew what he was doing, as deliberate and cynical as it comes.
Half-time nearly with us. They will be desperate not to concede here. And now as good a time as any to pull level. And it's Del Piero. Can he finish? Ambitious, but just off target.
Oh, it looked like he tried to give it some extra whip.
Beckenbauer. Marcelo. Albert Ferrer. And it's Iniesta. Now Costa Curta. Oh, that's neat. The whistle's gone, and that's it for the first half. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff. Brazil coming in at half-time, leading by 1-0.
On the evidence of what we've seen, they're worth their lead. There was genuine intensity and purpose behind what they brought to the game. I think they'll want a strong start just after the break, though, to force the issue that bit more.
Brazil just ahead here in a tight game. They are 1-0 to the good. And we're already back up and running after half-time. Brazil leading courtesy of the game's only goal. Davids out towards the flank. Backward it goes. That's going to go a long way. And it's Petit. Davids. And here's Del Piero. And this is Cruyff. Real chance! And again! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. He is desperate to get on the score sheet. And not this time.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get the reward if they can stick at this.
That is ended up in no man's land.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just...
And Cruyff! Oh, that's a key interception. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Davids. Played out wide. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. Beckenbauer did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Marcelo is one whose deliveries we all know about. And it's Cruyff. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, Peter, if they're attempting to see out the game with such a narrow advantage, there's room for trouble. I just think they're sending out the wrong message. This could backfire.
Marcelo scooting forward. And he's whipped it across. Zanetti clears without hesitation. Marcelo. Passes short and sharp. Oh, good read. Oh, good spread. Aims beyond the defence. And this is Del Piero. He is through here. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Picked up Piero! He's keen, determined to have his say.
Substituição no time do Brasil.
So we have movement on both
Camisa
benches.
21, Neymar. Camisa 23. Camisa 4. Deixando o campo
Brazil
para a entrada
have it
dele.
back and can
Camisa
go again.
18. Camisa
Closing in on the last
20.
quarter of an hour.
Camisa 17. Substituição em andamento.
Davids. Marcelo. And it's Odegaard. It's Asa! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Well, there's the clearance.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
And he's picked it up out wide. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Neither of these two want to come off second best. And it's Marcelo. Hazard going face-to-face with his great rival. And here's Aubameyang.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
What a throw in. Brazil close now to seeing this one through to the end. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Dani Olmo.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure. I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Teremos minuto de acréscimo.
Pele gets it away. And the referee's looking at his watch. We could be done here. And that's it, the pressure finally lifts. Well, that was tense. Boy, that was tense. The two sides separated by the game's only goal. So, Tim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Well, I'm sure this wasn't in the game plan, the idea of defending a 1-0 lead, Peter, from
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. There's the whistle. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, Nico Williams has been emerging and a very good player to watch as he's growing his game, Peter. I've been hugely impressed with his confidence, with his energy.
And Del Piero! That was superb goalkeeping.
Del Piero actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest. Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Corner. Brazil with the corner. They're first. Keeper's dealt with that. Messi. Oh, he's having a go! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
That's really well manoeuvred. No, that's been intercepted. Tries to play it through. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now it's Del Piero. Applies the finish! Oh, crossbar! Oh, that was wicked, a truly wicked effort.
He actually looks pretty annoyed with himself there. He's usually better than that.
It's been a pretty high-octane start, at least from one side's perspective.
Yeah, whether they've been allowed to set the standards or not, they're setting them, and a goal has to follow.
That is good alertness. Played into space.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Al-Kubasi did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long...
Del Piero! And he couldn't finish.
Del Piero has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
Punched away. He's gone for goal! Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. It's been slipped through. Certain amount of room for debate here, but a goal kick's been given. Toure gathers from the goal kick. Oh, that's a key interception. That's a cute ball. Cucurella. And it's Olmo. And he welcomes it in.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Oh, good take in a good area. Looking for the run. Nico Williams was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it. That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
He'll try from distance! Spain have quite a reputation for being combative, confrontational, just in your face, Jim.
It's well rehearsed, Peter. It's testament to their excellent work ethic, really. The way they always go chasing the ball in numbers, and they can keep it up late into a game too.
Oh, well played, well sorted out. Not the most accurate pass. Cucurella with the foul. He's rising! Oh, he's given that plenty, but no. Now it's Messi. And Messi! I'll be a bit disappointed with that.
Yeah, I mean, I guess he tried one of his specials.
Tries to pass it through. Xavi Alonso.
Brazil have really been terrific at snuffing out the threat. Now for something different.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Oyarzabal! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Yamal with the short one. And now a sudden chance to counter. Now it's Del Piero. That ball looks a good one. Oh, that's fabulous. It's a foul, it's in the box, it's a penalty. Brazil have themselves a chance from the spot. So the most significant moment of the game. He scores for sure! Not a twitch, not a blink.
Played a game of double bluff here, I think.
Brazil have broken through. It's 1-0.
Well, I think the managers are going to have to scrap whatever they had in mind for the half-time team talks. One has got to tone it up now and the other has to tone it down.
Messi, shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. He's found a way through. Kubasi. So, a temporary halt to the action. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
It's just been exhilarating, Peter, and leaving everyone wishing for a little bit more, but you'll have one manager now trying to exercise more control, so we can only hope that they go at it again in similar fashion.
Brazil can be fairly satisfied then. It's so far so good for them, and it's 1-0 at the break. So we're straight back at it. Real chance! Toure can get it clear. Pedri. Good ball, good take. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Now it's Messi. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Well read, nice interception. And it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Al Kubasi has given away a free kick. Well, that looks like a final warning, still no card. Nico Williams. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Dani Olmo. Well, that is one way to stop him. And Messi! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Messi clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Still just a single goal between the sides. Can he get it through? Xavi Alonso. And it's made its way to him. Yamal! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
Well, the referee's pulled play back and has booked him for the original offence. And it's Olmo. Nicely weighted ball. Now, can they get him away? Toure tries to clear. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the
Can he finish? Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, while the temptation's always there, Peter, I think it would be ill-advised of them to try settle for what they've got.
Now it's Messi. Dani Olmo. Now it's Raul. Time and again they are repelled. He's in plenty of space here. And this is Del Piero. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Cambio de jugadores en España. El dorsal
The two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time.
Alonso. El dorsal
And it's
18.
Pedri.
El dorsal 3.
Pedro Porro.
And a header! El dorsal 19. El
And
dorsal
he's
9.
got that
El
completely
dorsal
wrong.
8. El dorsal 7. Sergio Ramos. Cambio de jugadores.
Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. And here's Raul. Now it's Pino. Decent chance! It's run loose. Who's going to get it? Oh, he's been caught on it here. Pedro Porro puts the ball in. Well, that's been dealt with.
Spain really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need. Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
Fermin, well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
That's a foul. Simple decision for the referee. Well, that's a booking. Always looked it. I do think he's feeling the effects of that tackle. Looking for options for movement. Vitinha gets across to intercept that. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Looking to play him in. Thuram getting this one clear. He's a sharp little ball here. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Brazil can really think about the precious seconds that took off the clock. No need to overly commit now.
Yamal. Oh, this looks sharp. Well, that looks a decent ball. Oh, he's got a sight of goal.
Habrá 2 minutos de descuento.
It is a corner, good chance. Brazil have their third corner. And that has sent him sprawling. It's gone in! He's put through his own net!
That can happen to anyone. It's truly, truly unlucky for him, but it's just the way it is.
So one moment's crazy confusion, but they all count. Listen. And time is up. Brazil are chirpy, cheerful and contented. It was a comprehensive display throughout, and their tactician-in-chief can draw great satisfaction from it. Messi picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim? Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, there's a terrific, edgy atmosphere here. The crowd trying to lift England's spirits. Fans waving flags, everybody feeling truly positive about the day. Things already rolling.
Peter, we're about to see how good Lilian Thuram is. Besides being physically imposing and quick, he's very intelligent and usually that crucial split second ahead of everybody else.
Yeah, fabulous reader of the game.
And pretty much got it all.
Now that looks a decent ball. Now it's Messi. He steps in, and that's the end of that. And here's Messi. Messi going face-to-face with his great rival. Beckenbauer. Now it's Messi. Kvaratskhelia. Edmilson. It's a pretty loose pass. Can he get it through? He's in plenty of space here. Not the most accurate pass. Well seen, saw that coming. And Messi! Oh, it's a stunning goal! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! And Brazil take the lead. Beautiful, just beautiful. The joy of the moment.
It's almost poetry in motion, Peter, isn't it? The way he wraps his foot round the ball so effortlessly. Amazing.
England are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. And it's Marcelo. Kvaratskhelia. And if you have just joined, he's having a hit! It's run loose, who's going to get there? Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Romero calmly anticipates. Now it's Messi. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. And this is Neymar. Shot, surely! It's a goal! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Brazil are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Brazil are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
Yeah, it's all happening now. There's been an upping of the intention and urgency, a real step up in possession and purpose now.
And here's Batistuta! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Batistuta is offering a wry smile there.
And we have our very first corner. It's anyone's ball now. Brazil are looking to go forward now. A probing pass. Well, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. Now it's Neymar. And they can counter here. And he's been shifted off it. Pirlo. And Edmilson. 15 minutes till half-time. Vitinha. Goes for a shot! Now that is commitment to the cause. England have their second corner now. It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. He doesn't look too happy with that. Corner number 3 coming up. And it's hoisted clear. Pirlo. Edmilson. He's in a great position here. And Messi! He's done very well to get to that.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
England get their 4th corner. Batistuta! No, just not quite. Oh, they could be caught out here. Brazil looking forward to the break after some very good work in the first 45 minutes. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Marcelo. Into the final 5 minutes of the first half. Tries to play it through. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
And he's heaved it away. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Well timed, excellent interception.
Two added minutes has been indicated.
Well, they've got it again. And it's Vitinha. Tries a deft little ball. And he's there to clear it. Deftly away. Quick look at his watch, and the referee whistles for half-time. So your views on the first half?
Well, Peter, at 2-0, you're faced with the choice of just trying to see the match out or forcing the issue even further. I'd always be inclined to go for the latter, go for a third, especially with a full half of football still to play.
Brazil sitting pretty here. 2 goals putting them into the driving seat. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here. Played into space.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Kvaratskhelia. Thuram. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Edmilson. And it's Messi. That's tidy. Messi! Oh, denied brilliantly.
Messi actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
They're up to 5 corners now. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. And now a sudden chance to counter. Brazil, with this handy-looking 2-0 lead, they are looking comfortable. Now it's Neymar. Pirlo. Oh, good ball! And Batistuta! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
England certainly looked sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
Kvaratskhelia. And they're on him in a flash.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to go.
The attendance for this match was 96,000.
To pass their way up the pitch.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
And he's managed to get free. Marquez did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. And the pass is intercepted. Seedorf clears. Quality ball. Oh, can he get onto this? Marquez. And it's Marcelo. And here's Batistuta. Spread it left. Drives it in.
Yeah, I think if that can be repeated, there's a good chance of a goal.
Substitution for England. Number 7, Kvaratskhelia. Number 17, Vitinha. Coming on the field, number 14, Johan Cruyff. Number 10, Yamal.
Good take, and is he... And the shot! That was probably asking just too much. The corner count is rising. That's 6. And it's been taken short. And he's there to belt it away. And it's Ed Nielsen. That is lovely. He is desperate to get on the score sheet, but not this time.
England really have stepped it up now. They could have been a bit more greedy and forced the issue.
And he's had it nicked away.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Zanetti. Messi could move up a gear here. That has ended up in no man's land. Pirlo. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
It's a promising position. David Villa. That's the keeper's ball. Iniesta wins the duel this time. Messi wants to run onto this. And this is Pele. Oh, well played.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Brazil can consider themselves just about safe now. Marcelo, well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
And here's Yamal. He's having a pop! Oh, crossbar! And that is well cleared. That's a fair try,
Substitution
but
for
just
England.
off target.
Well, it wasn't the worst decision, really. He certainly had enough belief to take it on.
Replace him is number 6.
And that's a simple one for the keeper. And now they can spring out of defence. Marquez with the clearance. Pirlo. Seedorf simply refused to be outdone there.
4 added minutes has been indicated.
Time added on 4 minutes. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Thuram spots it and intercepts. Pass somewhat off target. Over to the right flank. Ah, he'd have done well to reach that.
Substitution for England, number 18, Messi. Number 25,
It's a sharp pass.
Edmilson.
And that's that. Well, don't you just love it when a plan comes together? Victory never in doubt in the mind of the mastermind in all of this. A solid win, which will be welcomed all round. Messi picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim? Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. We are just getting started.
Lionel Messi, Peter. Now, there's a player who can make a mug out of anything.
Plenty of examples of that, Jim.
Yeah, I remember when his former mentor was managing Germany's winning machine, a machine that had hammered Messi's side 7-0 on aggregate not too long before.
Very different story that night, though. 2 goals in 2 minutes, he was a bit special.
And a few doubts about him before the match on account of him not scoring in the previous couple of rounds. How wrong was that?
And here's Nedved. Seedorf, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. And he's managed to get free. Del Piero, unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Driving on and making good progress. It's Roberto Carlos! That is decidedly lacking.
Oh, it's a brilliant effort, you have to say that. He clearly wanted to do it in style.
Oh, he's done very well to take that back. Neymar, good driving run. He's in plenty of space here, and he has been fouled there. There could be trouble here, but for now the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. What a start, free kick in a dangerous position in the opening minutes. Not a bad start to the game, a chance at either end already. Thuram. Pato, now looking to orchestrate a counter. And here's Messi, and this is Pato, real chance! Just not quite happening for him just now.
Poland really can be very happy with the way they're going about things, Peter. They'll want to capitalise on this good spell, though.
And we have our very first corner. Del Piero attempts a clearance. It's run loose, who's going to get there? Oh, well played. And he can clear it away. Brazil are looking to go forward now. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Neither side yet able to force a breakthrough here. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
It's a pretty loose pass. And here's Pato, and here's Cruyff. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent, it's almost personal, and it had to be. And here's Pato, and he's quick to get rid. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Nedved can so cleverly bypass the press. And here's Pato. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. He is through here. Oh, that was vital.
Poland definitely have the look of a team that likes to counter-attack, Peter.
Yeah, that is clear. Just look at how they line up.
Well, in other words, they don't mind being patient.
Now it's Messi. That has not gone well. Albertini. And it's Messi. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Looking for the run, and he welcomes it in. Well read, and the danger is averted. Chance here to counter. That is ended up in no man's land. Messi is offering some sort of an apology there.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Pato is herring after that one. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is. Nedved. And it's made its way to him. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Nicely spread. Goes down, but nothing given. That's been cut out, well played. And here's Pato. Messi! Messi! From another planet!
Well, who saw that coming? I honestly thought, Peter, that we had nothing to do apart from just counting the clock down as we approached half-time. It was majestic.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Poland have taken the lead.
Well, I think the managers are going to have to scrap whatever they had in mind for the half-time team talks. One has got to tone it up now, and the other has to tone it down.
He won't be happy with that one. Quality ball. Nicely weighted ball. And that could... And Messi! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Messi really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
And this could be the final action of the first half. And it's been taken short. He's having a pop! Messi. Nedved. Pato. Nice physical challenge. And it's Messi. Roberto Carlos tries to cross. He leaps for it! He's done very well to get to that.
Yeah, I thought the keeper did well to retrieve that.
And we've reached half-time. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break. Brazil finding themselves behind by just one goal at the break.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
So that's how it stands at halfway. We'll be back with the second half very soon. That gets us going once more.
Brazil can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
This is a promising build-up. Nedved. Maldini is there to clear. Messi, very much a man of this moment. He's a sharp little ball here. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Good, can he finish? It's loose now and they want to get it back. Oh, he's been caught on it here. That's very disappointing, it has to be said. Now it's Del Piero. Now it's Neymar. Neither of these two want to come off second best. And there's the shot! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
Beautifully worked to take the defence out of the picture, but there'll be no rush to see the replay on this.
Cruyff! Johan Cruyff, unequalled in the history of our beautiful game. A finish of true class. And there we have it, the two-goal cushion. How smart was that? Such a delicate finish.
The skill and the confidence was just brilliant, and he showed both a quick head and even quicker feet.
So that's two now without... And Messi! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Poland have their second corner now. And that's left. Cruyff! No, he didn't quite meet it right.
Well, just too much pressure on him in the end, Peter.
Well read, nice interception. Almost an hour gone. And here's Cruyff. You have to say, that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Neymar. And the shot's on here. Takes a shot! And it's in! Back to within one! Interesting! And he stuck it away as if laser-guided.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
A shift in momentum, perhaps.
Well, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one...
Can he finish? That is some save from Khan!
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
A lucky break would...
And he shoots! It's Oh, what has happened here? And another try! He's got a goal! And now he has two. So time for change. And this one has been on the cards for a little while. Dembele coming on here. A change that was broadly anticipated.
Yeah, I think the manager...
Tries a shot! And yes, it's there! Just one in it now! The game takes on a whole new complexion!
Yeah, to see it unfold as succinctly as that, it looks telepathic.
Just one in it now.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now.
Pass is just off target.
Right here, right now, it's not looking favourable. They're chasing the ball and the game.
And this is Del Piero. It's Runlu. He's gone for goal! And he has kept it out somehow.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
And there's his chance to lead the counter. Defending here is really tight. Oh, it's Dembele. Oh, sweet feet.
Poland clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
Nice interception, well timed. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
No, not quite on the same wavelength. Dembele. Oh, it's Nedved.
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
That is good alertness. Ambitious ball here. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Dembele! And he should have made them pay.
Well, you have to say how clever the pass was. It caught the defence off guard because of the disguise on it, and it makes it all the more disappointing that he didn't top it off with a finish.
Substituição no time do Brasil.
Corner number 3 coming up.
Camisa 21, Neymar. Camisa 23.
Thuram can get it clear.
Camisa 4, camisa 7. Deixando o campo para a entrada de camisa 18, camisa 20.
Poland really wanted that two-goal cushion, but it wasn't to be. Still, they should be able to see it out from here.
Van Dijk. Can he spark a counter here?
Here's Roberto Carlos.
Oh, good-looking ball. Picked out brilliantly. So much.
And Del Piero! It's a carbon copy of the previous miss.
Oh, they're just unrelenting, Peter. Wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
Poland get their fourth corner. Good read, needed to be.
No messing about, just bludgeoned away.
And he's intervened well there. We are into overtime.
Pull it. Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card.
It is another opportunity from a set piece they have here.
Well, he may well be lining up the knuckleball here. It is a specialty.
Oh, it's come off the upright. Oh, he's given that plenty, but no.
Well, he's missed a very good chance there. He might have got a little too much on that.
Substituição no time do Brasil.
So we have further activity on the bench here. Drogba coming on here as broadly expected.
Well, this could lead to the injection of energy that might disrupt the rhythm of their opponents.
Turns back here, probably the best option. Van Dijk has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted. Dixon.
Added time is up, and there goes the whistle.
Well, that turned out to be quite a game. Both sides committed, determined, driven, and whilst you might argue to the contrary, perhaps a fair result on the balance of things.
Your reflections then, Jim.
Look, Peter, a strength in any team has to be at the heart of your...
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it.
So that's got things underway.
Well, Peter, at this stage we often focus on the creative and goal-scoring talent, but I'm going to mention a defender in Lilian Thuram. As good as they come for me, very strong and athletic and competent in every other department you care to mention.
Just about the perfect defensive specimen.
Yeah, and I think often underrated.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking.
Ronaldinho.
O'Shea. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Thuram cuts it out. Buffon. Now then, the ball's come loose. Oh, and they're quick to press here, right on top of them. Neymar with the challenge, and he has given away a free kick.
Well, it's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking.
The pass is intercepted, and he can clear it away. Baresi. Oh, no, that was never going to make it. Messi.
Pretty cagey early on from both sides.
Iniesta. Davids. This is a promising build-up.
And it's Ronaldinho.
Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Tries to pass. Chance for a shot!
It's off target and by quite a way.
I can't quite believe he's missed that, Peter.
O'Shea. Brazil still without a single shot on target. Ronaldinho! Zanetti can clear it away. Not a bad try by any means.
I think that was probably what the opposition wanted him to do, Peter. They're not going to be overly worried if he's shooting from that sort of distance.
Botafogo
With their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually.
Ronaldinho with the short one.
Nice control.
Ronaldinho.
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Iniesta.
Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And this is Ronaldinho.
Neither of these two want to come off second best.
Ronaldinho will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent.
Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some.
And the shot! It's run loose. Who's going to get there?
Adriano chasing after it. Now he's got space here, and it's been played through.
And they're quick to get it back.
Pops him off it and wins back the ball. Neymar. Davids. Great vision. Shot could be on.
Well, the moans and groans.
He's having a pop!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Davids looking for the chance to skim one in from range. He won't be happy with that one. Looking for the run. Oh, played through for the wide man. Oh, that's a key interception. And it's Ronaldinho. There's no such thing as a bad time to score, but this would sure be a good time. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Now there's a fine ball. Ronaldinho. He's having a hit! Wonderful from Del Piero! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! He has given that the lot. Bang!
Well, that was hit with genuine ferocity. You just don't stop those, Peter.
Brazil are in front now, the game's only goal.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now.
Ball in towards the middle. Neymar is a player who's always giving defenders headaches. Kaká. Ronaldinho tries one from range. And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Ronaldinho is offering a wry smile there.
And that signals the end of the first period. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness perhaps the only things lacking. Brazil go in at half-time with a 1-0 lead.
I thought that was a decent 45 minutes of football, plenty of signs that both managers can take a lot of encouragement from. I would say the mood is neither overly negative nor positive. You still have to approach this like it's 0-0.
Brazil can look back at a decent first half. 1-0 the score. Hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half.
Well, if you're ahead, it's a good time to start moving the ball quicker, Peter. Entice your opponents out. See if you can open them up a bit more.
He is through here.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Kaká. Ronaldinho. Can he get it through? And this is Adriano. That's good play. Davids has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted. And it's Iniesta. That's a sharp pass.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? That has not gone well.
Team still separated by the game's only goal.
Now, can they get him away? Oh, this looks sharp. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. That pass is somewhat less than ideal.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
And this is Neymar. A quarter of an hour into the second half.
Botafogo really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
They're coming again and... Big chance! And yes, it's there! They have come roaring back!
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Botafogo restore parity.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
substituição no time do Botafogo.
So we have movement on both benches.
There's not much doubt that this will be played into the penalty area.
Camisa 18. Deixando o campo para a entrada de camisa 3. Camisa
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Camisa 7. Substituição.
Looking for options for movement. Messi. Messi going face-to-face with his great rival. Now, what about a counter-attack? O'Shea. And it's Iniesta. And this is Shevchenko. Real chance! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Corner number 2 then. Thuram getting this one clear. Cleared away. Shoots! Goal! Botafogo! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! A finish of great intelligence. He just understood and he executed so smoothly.
Yeah, the right touch in moments like that is key to what follows. Oh, very neat and tidy.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
I think there's been a greater menace to everything they've been doing during this spell, one that they hope will continue.
It's a throw-in. Baresi is there to clear.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Zanetti gets across to intercept that. Oh, good spread. Mbappe, Shevchenko, and the shot! Brazil could be just about done here.
Well, I suppose they need something to break their way, Peter. Anything at this late stage.
Just 5 minutes remaining now. Not the most accurate pass.
Brazil really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
Now it's Mbappe.
Well, that wasn't too dissimilar to the previous attempt.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get their reward if they can stick at this.
Corner number 3 coming up. Keeper's dealt with that. Brazil have the chance to go the other way.
Teremos 3 minutos de acréscimo.
Nicely intercepted, and he's hit it long. Thuram gets over and intercepts. He's played it back. O'Shea. Oh, the ball's run loose here. He's a sharp little ball here. Messi is someone with... And that signals the end. Brazil played more than a part in what has been a very exciting game. A game that began so promisingly from their perspective, but they are leaving here feeling utterly deflated.
Well, how will we look back on that?
Well, Peter, this was probably more slugfest than a game of football, but I actually found it very...
you